We relieve the tension only to find out the total master's game. Down at the end, round by the corner, close to the edge, just by the river. Seasons will pass you by. Get up, get down. Now that it's all over and done, now that you're fine, now that you're home. My eyes convinced eclipse with a younger moon attain with love. It changed as almost rain amidst clear man from above. I crucified my hate and held the word within my hand. There's you, the time, the logic, all the reasons we don't understand. Sad courage claimed the victim standing still for all to see. As armored movers took approach to overlook the sea. The sense, the card, the license, all the reasons we understood would be. Down at the end, close by a river, close to the edge, round by the corner. Close to the end, down by the corner, down at the edge, round by the river. Sudden cold shouldn't take away the startled memory. All in all, the journey takes you all the way. As apart from any reality that you've ever seen and known. Guessing problems only to deceive with mention. Passing past the climb halfway into the void. As we cross from side to side, we hear the total mass retain. Down at the edge, round by the corner, close to the end, down by a river. Seasons will pass you by. Get up, get
In her white lace, you could clearly see the lady's idly looking, saying that she'd take the blame for the crucifixion of her own domain. Down, 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 down. she'd take the blame for the crucifixion of her own domain.
Truth is written all along the
She would coil and set amazement of her story.
before I
Asking of the trust could be laid upon the children of her domain.
Get up,
Her domain.
get down, get up, get down, get up, get down. Whisper the window, hold out the morning that comes into view, worn by the tower, real is revealed, the outspoken the truth. traced amid fusions of wonder, in moments hardly seen forgotten, colored in pastures of chance dancing leaves cast spells of challenge, amused but real in thought. We fled from the sea. Oh, dawn of thought transferred through moments of days under searching gut, revealing corridors of time, provoking memories, disjointed but with purpose, craving penetrations of the links to the self-instructors, sharp and tender love, as we took to the air a picture of disdain. Dawn of our power, we music descending as fast as misused expression, as only to teach love, as to reveal passion, chasing latent corners, and we dance from the ocean. Dawn of love sent within us, colors of awakening among the many want to follow, only tunes of a different age, as the links span our endless caresses for the freedom of life everlasting. the rhythm, work out the story, move over glory to souls of all righteous past. Young Christians see it from the beginning. Old people feel it. That's what they're saying. Move over glory to sons of all righteous They move fast to tell me, but I just can't believe they really mean to. Someone to tell you a course towards a universal season. Getting over overhanging trees, let them break the forest. chase clouds of the dark and light of songs to follow and show all we feel for and know all. That's why we seekers of the truth, accepting that reasons will relive and breathe and hope and chase and love for you and you and you. the time we look and came around all that ends, and they were dancing in the light of the moon and the look in your eyes. the strength to hold the hand so surely. You receive, you love. Childlike, sure dreamer, one journey, one to seek, cast us every night to pathways will stretch there to see. After all, your soul will still surrender. After all, don't doubt the meaning when you're there and being loved. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down a block, on a beach, under a tree.
Got a feeling there's a miracle you gotta come through, coming to me.
Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait,
Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great.
with a click, with a shock, floor will jingle, door will knock, open the latch.
Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great.
Around the corner, a whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me, to me. Could be. Who knows? There's something to any day. I'll know right away, soon as it shows.
Make count on down the sky, gleaming aside, bright as a rose.
Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down a block, on a beach, under a tree.
I got a feeling there's a miracle you gotta come through, coming to me.
Look at the sad goodbyes. Every day's a killing time. Sun coming up outside. No men are born this time. Saturday's child stays home. Nothing to say, so long. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day. Grocery store, $10. Just making change for plastic cherries. Up in a tree, jaybird, laughing at me, no word. Everyone looks, you can't see, can't be ignored easily. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day. Soft within the wayward things of ecstasy, the sound of trees, most anything, what a baby sees. Beautiful face, alright. Many a place uptight. A woman there with red shoes. 1 million balloons, all used. Drive over hills, forget your fear. Getting it out of second gear. Well, 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 another day. Well, 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 another day. Soft within the wayward things of ecstasy, the sound of trees, most anything, what a baby sees. uptight. Oh, woman there with red shoes, 1,000,000 blues, all used. Drive over hills, forget your fear, getting it out of second gear. Well, 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 another day. 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 Change his way of life. Peaceful meetings with his heart have made him more alive. Meeting wise old women on the cliffs of life itself, asking not for first-time meaning, more wisdom ways. Knowledge says we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag, so we put a pack of cigarettes on Mrs. Wagner's pies. Chicken seems like a dream to me now. Took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw. Oh, come to look for America. Oh, come to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. between the picture of time behind the face of me. Coming quickly to terms of all expression laid, emotion revealed is the ocean made, all complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Oh, come and take close, there is something that you know, and we must work with the cords of broken north and south of the earth. We won't hide, oh, we won't tell you what you and you and I climb over the sea to Bali, and you and I reach out for reasons to and through the rhythm of moving slowly, sent through the rhythm, work out the story, move over glory to songs of all fighters past. Young Christians see it from the beginning. All people feel it. That's what they're saying. Move over glory to songs of all fighters past. Look up and close your eyes, imagine all the glorious challenge our mental cast to others. Distant drums. Forced to pick between the mouth of freedom, did we learn to fly? Remember to sail the skies. Distant sounds. Will we reach winds aloud? Other skylines. Other skylines to hold you. We lay all the dying cry before you. We lay we've rejoiced in all their meaning. We lay we are birds, we retrace our story. So the flowering creativity of life wove its web face to face with the shallow, and the gods sought out and conquered. Our Do the leaves of green stay greener through the autumn? Does the color of the sun turn crimson white? Does a shadow come between us in the winter? Is the movement really light? And I heard a million voices singing, acting to the stories that they had heard about. Does one child know the secret and can say it? Or does it all come out alone without you? Alone without you. Alone without you. Where does reason stop and killing just take over? Does a lamb cry out before we shoot it dead? Are there many more in comfort, understanding? Is the movement cross our path and stay maybe a while. Let them run, let them chase, let them have the tweet. Constant doors with open eyes, as life seems like a fight, fight, Maybe I'll just sing a while and then give you a call. Maybe I'll just say hello and say maybe that's all. Hurry home, as love is true, will help us through the night. Till we're coming home again, our life seems like a fight, as we look and use the passions that flow, as we try, we continue. We receive all we venture to give. Maybe we'll just stand a while, surely we can go. Dreams are set to blossom courage, constant to the soul. Change we must have surely timed us, changes call the course. Held inside the empty daybreaks, asking for the source. The source, the source, the source. And as we sing, our music's total regain, as we try and consider. We receive all we venture to give. All we say is the soul lost inside listener. We won't tender our song clearer till we sail. Then I will be there. And I will be there. As clearer companions shall come to be near. They move around, tell me that, move around, sure listen, as they don't seem to matter at all, at hold me, my love, hold me today, call me round. Travel we say, wander we choose, love to lay upon me, hold me around, lasting hours. We love when we play, we hear a sound and alter our returning. We drift the shadows and course our way back home. Every mile of sentences move dancing away. We join, we receive as our song, memories long hoping away. New song, new soleil, hold me around lasting hours. We love when we play. New song, new soleil. New song, new soleil. New song, new soleil. New song, new soleil. Soon, oh soon, the light pass within and soothe the endless night. Waiting for you, our reason to be here. Soon, oh soon, the time. Oh, we move to gain, we'll reach and come. Our heart is open, our reason to be here. Long ago, set it to right. Soon, oh soon, the light ours to shade for all time, ours the right. sometimes lost around the south side, so cold that we cried. Were we ever colder on that day, a million miles away? It seemed from all of eternity. Move forward was my friend's only cry. In deeper to somewhere we could lie and rest for the day, with cold in the way. Were we ever colder on that day, a million miles away? It seemed from all of eternity. The moments seem lost in all the noise, the snowstorm, the stimulating voice, the warmth of the sky, the warmth when you die. Were we ever warmer on that day, a million miles away? It seemed from all of eternity. Show me the man who is lost in the forces of love. Show me the man whose sad dreams just won't fade away. Show me the doors where I don't understand what it is. I would show you a man who is lonely. I would show you a man who is lost and afraid. Show me the children who remember their own father now. Show me the children who just don't sleep anymore. show you a child who is lonely. I would show you a child who is lost and afraid. Everybody seems to lose their sense of what they believe in, misunderstanding what is true. Anyone in love can realize that all that you need is to be good to yourself, to be good to yourself. look, you'll need them to open the seed, to see what goes on in the world. Here in my mind, catch the wind and hold on tight to what we'll find, and hear what goes on in the world. Here is all you see, everything is made for you from me. If there's anything you'd like to say that could help me in any way, 'cause I've been waiting for so long for you to come along, help me on that day when you take over all the things heaven has made for you. Is there anything you think you should know? Is there anything before I go? I'm hungry and cold, feeling terribly old. I don't think I can see, I'm not feeling good like I think I should. They're on their own, needing a face, a place, hope, a mind, a home, to see what goes on in the world. They are who you need to show the why, the wrong, and why indeed we need to go on in the world. Here is all you see, everything is made for you from me. If there's any complication that you'd like to talk over with me about, 'cause I've been waiting for so long for you to come along, we can work it all out. When you take over all the things heaven has made for you, is there anything you think you should know? Is there anything before I go? You must be putting me on, 'cause most of the minds are gone. They wouldn't understand me, I'm not feeling good like I think I should. Can I give it a miss? 'Cause I'm not ready for this. I don't think I can see, I'm not feeling good like I think I should. Won't you leave me alone? Won't you let me go home? I don't think I can see. Lord, they crucified me. I just couldn't do that, 'cause there's never inside now. Tell the moon dog, tell the marcher, 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 tell the Once a peaceful man laid his old head down by a river, thought about his childhood life and father a forgiver who couldn't hide away, hide away. He controlled the horses with a hand clap or a whisper. Drink he couldn't come by, but he know he was no sinner who couldn't hide. Alone is no adventure, just a hide away, hide away. He told all the sons of all the antics of adventure, and he told another one who drove himself to drink, not to hide away, hide away. to be lovers will marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag, so we bought a pack of cigarettes and Mrs. Wagner's pies. Chicken seems like a dream to me now. Took me 4 days to hitchhike for Sacramento. All gone to look for America. All gone to look for America. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. You can hold up in your hands, you can hold up in your heart, you can hold up like you've never done before. You can hold on to your dreams, shine your love the way it seems. We are all as one, 'cause we are one, 'cause we are harmony. You can hold up in your hands, you can hold up in your heart, you can hold up like you've never done before. You can hold on to your Richard set to sail the seven seas. With the power held within him, he could feel the need to reach out far and touch on all who came to the resting place named Overon, where he had been. And there you are. Take care, my love. I'll be thinking all about you with the morning stars. And there you are. Take care, my love. I'll be thinking all about you with the morning stars. Richard fought the 7 wars of old, as around him his foot soldiers cheered with hearts of gold. He rode amongst them shouting for the king. Didn't stop to think of ages past where he had been. And there you are. Take care, my love. I'll be thinking of the time we shared amid the morning stars. There you are. Take care, my love. I'll be thinking of the time we shared amid the morning stars. Richard never scaled to higher dreams. If all media has it in for you, can you succeed? But though his passion kept his all afloat, there's no room for a deceiver in the Union boat. And there you are. Take care, my love. I'll be singing songs about you till the morning comes around. Richard dreamt of seeing the believed. In the dazzling light of paradise, he was conceived to carry forth along the 7 seas. With the life tree of Overon, he set us free. He set us free.